So how much fun did you have when you stepped in as interim head coach that made you take the job full time?
I mean, we wanted Lusa to come back, and he was moving from job to job, and so I'm the guy for this season. I know a lot of the girls. I've had the blessings to work with them, some of them when they were younger, but yeah, I mean, it's a great staff. Madeline's done a great job of building a good roster. Mac Phillips is coming in and is working with our goalkeepers, and then Carter Yaisley, I mean, she's a soccer genius, so thankful to have her on the staff, and it was fun. Like, we had really no disagreements about changes that we wanted to make, but we've trained 4 nights so far, and the girls came out and competed really well. We weren't really quite sure what to expect. Lancaster's a very good team. They smoked us a couple years ago, I think, but they're very organized, and it was a great celebration of women's soccer tonight.
Great. So, obviously, very quick turnaround from finals and things like that for most of the players. So what's player availability looking like going forward? Are we going to see pretty much the same faces week to week, or shifts?
I mean, we have 39 kids, I believe, on the roster. We have a mix of some local high school players that play club in Richmond, and then we have a bunch of kids from William Mary, VCU, a couple UVA kids, Old Dominion. I'm leaving out a ton of schools right now, right? But we want them out at training, and if you're at training and you play well, we're going to put you in the 18 or the 20-man roster, and we're going to try and compete as best we can. Soccer's a funny sport. You can play beautiful soccer and lose. I thought today we had a ton of chances. I thought we could have put the game to rest in the first half. So we let them hang around a little bit, and they equalized, and then I thought we had a couple of kids, like the 2 center backs were great. I don't think they've ever played together other than in training for maybe 20 minutes the other night, and Molly and Kate were fantastic. Gianna in the center midfield, she's a right back, and she was tremendous today. There's a whole list of kids that competed hard and they stuck together. So.
I know. I saw a couple players playing in different positions than they did last season, and yeah, a lot of new faces in the squad that I thought looked great. There were a couple also changes, like at one point in this first half, the outside switched sides, Maci and Jasmine. So is that part of the experimentation, or are we going to see that kind of going forward?
We were just like, Jazzy was tearing up that kid on the left back in the first half, and then we thought just something different look with Maci, and it didn't work out great, but we've got some heavy-legged kids from training this week, and I just thought every kid that stepped on did a great job. It was nice. Emerson Moore, who's I think she's 17, a junior in high school, she was tremendous today. I'm like, you ever played as a false nine? And she stepped in there, and I thought she did a really good job occupying the 2 center backs. She held up the ball. She started the game when they got into her, and then I think she had 2 great assists in that game. So really proud of the effort from her and some of the other young girls too.
Good crowd tonight, obviously supporting 2 charities, 2 good causes. Just what does it mean to start a season in front of a great support from the city?
I mean, Richmond loves their sports. They love their women's sports, and we're really thankful they showed out tonight. There's so many little girls at the wall. If you watch, I guess the difference in the Kickers and the Ivy is that in an Ivy match, most of the girls are at the wall or sitting in the stands watching the game and encouraging. Not as many kids running around up top. So just hearing them yelling the girls' names on the bench, and it's heartwarming for me because I experienced the same thing back long ago when I was playing, and the first couple of seasons of the Richmond Kickers is the same thing. It's trying to get this thing off the ground, and the community came out full force. The Vine Guard was amazing. It helps that we won, right? So makes everything a little easier today.
Yeah. Hi, so I'm Kate. I'm with River City 93, which is sort of a local Richmond Kickers and Ivy focused organization. Really excited to see you play for the team. Yeah. So what was it like? You play with your college team, the experience of coming into a completely new team with a completely new set of players, a new coach, and sort of having to build chemistry with each other so quickly before this match.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a fun experience where you're just getting a big mix of different ideas and personalities, but since we have little pieces of people that know each other and you've played against this person, it kind of comes together really nicely, and you have such a shared common interest already where it's just it's really easy to build on each other, and I feel like it happens really naturally and quickly. So.
First match at City Stadium, good crowd. Obviously, you get to lift a preseason trophy. Yeah. So what was that experience like?
Super cool, super fun. It's pretty rare to play in front of a crowd this huge. Even at school and stuff, we never get this many people. So it's always really special to feel all the support, and it's always fun to win a trophy. So yeah.
And then last one, just great performance out of the back line. A lot of matches to play. What are you hoping to build upon there?
Yeah, I feel like we had a lot of success building out of the back and that sort of thing, kind of controlling the game, which is something I like to do a lot as a center back, but obviously frustrating to concede 2 goals. So just working on being a little more disciplined and getting to know each other as the season goes on. Yeah.
So Maci, you had an unbelievable season with Mary Washington this fall, 9 goals, 11 assists. So the first part of my question is, what was that season like for you, and sort of what do you think was so successful that led you to sort of have such a great goal and assist season?
We had an incredible season. The girls we had a great group. We had great team chemistry, built off each other. It was just such a positive team atmosphere that I think that we all just kind of clicked together, and that really helped with on-the-field chemistry. We had so much fun. We made it to the Elite 8, which is something that our program hasn't done in for several years. So that was a lot of fun, and I think building off of that was just all for my teammates. It was so fun.
That's awesome. So how much of that experience and what have you built on coming into this Ivy season from that experience?
A lot. I definitely had a better season last season than I did my first 2 years. So I think building off that coming into the summer will be super important to keep my confidence high. It's just so important to do that. So I think building off that season will be super important coming into the summer.
First game of the season, get to lift a preseason trophy, great crowd. Just as someone who's been with the Ivy for a couple of years, just what is it like taking the field for the first game of the season?
The atmosphere here is absolutely unmatched. It's so awesome coming in here. The fans really make this an incredible place to play, and the players, I mean, we've only been playing for 4 days together as a group, but I think that we lift each other up and build off that, and I think that showed tonight on the field. But the atmosphere is just absolutely insane, and so building off that, it's been great to play here again, and so I think it was a great start to the season.
First goal for the Ivy of 2026 goes to you. Just what is that feeling like to put the first one in net?
Yeah, I'm super proud. I'm excited about it. I'm ready to build off of it. I think it's a good starting point, and I think we just keep building off that every single game. So I'm excited about it. Our attack looks super good. Olivia, Sonia, great, insane goals. So I think building off that throughout the season will be great.